Let's meet Tom and Chris, both 34, both pulling in 120 grand as marketing directors in Chicago. On paper, Tom is crushing it. He just posted from a ski trip in Aspen, he drives a sleek SUV, and he never misses a weekend brunch. Chris drives a beat-up Honda, skipped the Aspen trip, and brings his lunch to work in a Tupperware container. But open their laptops, and the reality is completely upside down. Chris has a net worth marching toward $500,000. Tom, he just used a buy now, pay later app to cover a $200 grocery run, and he is sweating bullets about a massive credit card bill. How did two guys making six figures end up in entirely different economic universes? Tom isn't a reckless idiot. He's just carrying an insane amount of psychological shame. 5 years ago, making $120,000 meant you had arrived. It meant the nice house, the decent car, the organic groceries. But in the 2026 economy, the price of that exact same lifestyle has violently detached from reality. Since 2021, the cost of a basic middle-class existence has spiked so hard that Tom's six-figure salary feels like minimum wage. But Tom refuses to let go of the aesthetic. He's desperately trying to maintain the 2021 version of his life. So he fills the gap with debt. Not big, flashy debt. Sneaky debt. He rolls over a balance on his rewards card. He uses Affirm or Klarna to buy Christmas gifts. He finances the illusion of success to keep up appearances for people who aren't even paying attention. Chris felt that exact same squeeze. When his grocery bill doubled and his car insurance skyrocketed, he didn't pretend everything was fine. He accepted a brutal truth that most Americans are terrified to admit. The traditional middle class is dead. The economy has violently split into a massive K-shape. You are either in the asset class or you are in the debt class. There is no in-between anymore. I call what Tom is doing the phantom debt trap. It's the normalization of financing your own survival just to look like you're not struggling. Now, here is the reality check. It is incredibly unfair that you played by the rules, got the good job, and still feel broke. Inflation has quietly robbed the purchasing power of your paycheck. But by refusing to downgrade your lifestyle, you are unknowingly participating in the greatest wealth transfer in modern history. Think about the math for a second. Tom is paying 24% interest on his rolling credit card balance just to keep up his premium mediocre lifestyle. Where does that money go? It goes straight to the banks, who then turn around and pay a guaranteed 5% yield to Chris, who has his cash sitting safely in a high-yield savings account.
Every time you finance a lifestyle you can no longer afford, you are literally paying the dividends of the wealthy. You are taking money from your own future and handing it to the asset class, just so you don't have to admit you're falling behind. You aren't middle class. You are just financing the illusion. So how do you stop funding the rich and save yourself? You have to aggressively kill your premium mediocre lifestyle. Today, you need to perform what I call the Ego Audit. I want you to look at your last 3 months of bank statements and highlight every single recurring expense, subscription, or payment that exists solely to make you feel like you haven't downgraded your life. The luxury car lease, the premium gym membership you barely use, the overpriced meal delivery kits, cut them. Brutally. The shame you feel about driving an older car or skipping the group vacation is completely fabricated. Real wealth right now looks boring. It looks like aggressively paying off that 24% debt and hoarding cash. You have to be willing to look completely broke to your friends today so you can be bulletproof tomorrow. But here is the massive missing piece of the puzzle. You can do the Ego Audit. You can kill your phantom debt, cut your expenses to the bone, and stack up cash. But if you take all those hard-earned savings and dump them into the ultimate American trap, you will wipe out everything you just built. There is a deeply ingrained lie that buying a home is the only way to solidify your wealth. But the math has fundamentally changed, and stepping into the housing market right now might be the single fastest way to destroy your net worth. I break down the exact math behind this and why renting is suddenly a massive financial advantage in my other video called Why Buying a House in 2026 is a Financial Death Trap. Click the video on your screen right now, and I'll see you over there.